Father Shanley!
Come on in.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me today.
Welcome to my not-so-humble abode.
Well, thank you for finally letting me step in here. This is pretty exciting.
Pleasure.
How are you today, Father Shanley?
Great.
Yeah?
I'm great, yeah.
Put the rumors to rest. What have you been up to on your sabbatical this semester?
What are the rumors?
There have been plenty, but I can't dive into those. I want to hear what you have to say.
I've been reading a ton of books. I played a lot of golf. I spent a lot of time at the beach. Went to Italy, went to Ireland, went on retreat, going to Florida soon, and I'm back in the South.
Oh, that's great. One of the rumors was that you were playing golf, so I'm glad that was
a lot of golf.
Yeah, awesome.
Ireland was the best.
What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
First thing I do when I wake up in the morning is get a cup of coffee and go upstairs and pray.
What is one of the biggest misconceptions about you that you think people believe?
I have no idea.
I heard a rumor that you practice martial arts. Is that true?
Yes.
If so, what style and form?
When I was a young priest here, there was a karate club. And I was the moderator, so I studied karate for a couple of years. Then I met a guy who did a thing called Jeet Kune Do, which is Bruce Lee's art. And I did that for 12 years with 3 different teachers. And for the last 20 years, I've been doing Chinese internal martial arts.
Would you be willing to show some of those moves to us, or?
I could. Do you want me to hurt you?
You went to PC for your undergrad and studied history. Did you know at the time you wanted to become a priest?
No, I did not. I came here thinking that I was going to be a lawyer. And then I decided that being a college professor was even a cooler gig. And I wanted to be a history professor. And then I had this vocation thing in the back of my mind. In senior year, I decided that I was going to become a Dominican.
So what serves as your inspiration for your homilies?
Jesus.
What is one of the most nostalgic memories growing up in Warwick?
Nostalgic memories of growing up in Warwick. I had a 60th birthday party last spring, and they brought out all these old photos of me. I have a twin brother, and we're not identical, but my mother used to dress us like we were identical. And we were just laughing hysterically at these pictures in our old backyard of the two of us in these powder blue shorts and shirt. And it's like, so I kind of got nostalgic about that.
That's great. Well, I'm a quadruplet, so we can kind of bond over that, Father Shanley.
You are?
Yep. Can you describe Rhode Island in 3 adjectives?
3 adjectives. Everybody knows everybody.
What is the best advice you've ever received?
Trust in God.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Should have had more fun.
What do you want your legacy to be here at PC or anywhere else in your life?
Well, we buried Father Ertl today, as you were there. So I'd love to be half as good as he was and have people remember me as the kind of priest that he was.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have a certain pressure to always be careful with what you say or how you act as president here at PC?
Oh yeah, when you're in a position like this, it can be a high wire act.
Do you have a hidden talent or weird fact about yourself?
I have no hidden talent. And I wouldn't tell you any weird facts about myself.
What is your biggest pet peeve?
Cell phones.
Where is a place you feel safest, calm, and peaceful?
Either here or in the chapel. This is my reading spot.
Is there something in your career that you'd still like to do?
There was a book I wanted to write that I had a contract for, but somebody else wrote it. But there was another book that I thought I might have in me, and I still don't know whether I do or to do not.
What was the Centennial year like for you here on campus as the president?
It was great. I mean, it was just a blast. One fun event after another. And at the time, we had a lot of building projects going on, so people were really excited to see how far we've grown. So it was like a highlight reel.
So that being said, favorite part of the Centennial, any favorite exact memory that you really loved?
I think the weekend, the gala celebration was probably the coolest part of the whole thing. But I forget who the musician was.
How do you spend?
Leave that out.
Of course. How do you spend your downtime?
Downtime? I read a ton. So reading is therapeutic for me. I'm really into sports. I work out a lot. I watch too much sports, especially now that college basketball has started. So those are the main things I do.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of music too, not as much as I should.
Yeah. Well, you're right. I see you at the gym. Hopefully one of these days I'll get you in my spin class.
I've tried. You're just never there.
I know. What part of the liturgical year is your favorite?
Oh, easy. Advent.
Who is your favorite saint?
I have to say St. Dominic.
St. Dominic. And why is that?
I would put Thomas Aquinas a close 1A, 1B.
What is a movie you recently saw and loved?
I just saw A Star is Born about 3 days ago. Me and 4 other old people in the middle of the afternoon. And I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to like it.
What movie do you want to see that's coming out or hopefully has some Oscar buzz?
Roma. It's going to be on Netflix, and I have Netflix.
Do you have any guilty pleasures?
I have lots of them. I'm telling you any of those.
You are at a karaoke
Gin
night.
and tonics.
Gin and tonics sound great. You are at a karaoke night. What is your go-to song?
Nessun Dorma.
You've spoken to so many crowds and crowds of people. Would you rather speak to a room of 20 people or a room of 1,000 people?
I'd say more intimate. You feel like you really connect with the people that you're talking to more than a huge crowd of people.
What's your favorite thing about your habit?
I don't really have a favorite.
Father Bonaventure carries Tide to Go in a sneaky compartment in his habit. Do you carry any necessities like that in yours?
Look at my habit. Do you think I carry Tide around? No.
Who is your role model?
Jesus.
How do you unwind at the end of the day?
I watch sports usually, but I occasionally will binge watch stuff on TV as well.
Huxley or Friar Dom?
I guess I have to say Friar Dom.
Yeah,
they had to talk me into Huxley.
Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks?
Oh, that's easy. Dunkin' Donuts.
What is one thing you hope that students take away from their education here at PC?
I hope they learn how to give meaning to their lives and find the meaning of their lives.
What is a message you would like to share with students wanting to become priests?
It's a great life. It really is. And if you're thinking about it, start talking to somebody because you need help.
What is your favorite memory at PC as an undergraduate?
Junior year abroad was just magnificent.
What was your favorite country abroad?
I lived in Switzerland, but I probably like Paris more than any other city.
What is your favorite memory at PC as a faculty member / president?
I would say probably my happiest moment was when we dedicated the Rowan Center, because that building is so important for the identity of PC. And it was just a great day, and we had David McCullough, so I thought, this doesn't get any better than this.
Now, we're nearing the end of our interview, so can I do some rapid-fire questions with you?
Sure.
Where do you want to be in the next 10 years?
I hope I'm still here, but I have no idea.
What person in history would you like to have dinner with, dead or alive?
Well, in history, I mean, I'm supposed to say Jesus at every answer, but if it's not Jesus, my favorite historical figure is Abraham Lincoln.
What is your current binge-worthy TV show on Netflix, on cable?
My Brilliant Friend on HBO.
Your favorite book?
If I had to go to a desert island, again, I probably should say the Bible, but if it wasn't the Bible, I would bring Kristen Lavren's Daughter by Sigrid Undset.
Any musicians or artists best to see in concert?
Renee Fleming.
Best student house on Eaton Street to party in? I'm sure you've been to a few.
I have no idea.
Do you ever get nervous when you're about to say Mass?
No, not unless I don't know what I'm going to say in homily.
3 things you can't live without.
3 things I can't live without. Well, obviously God is one of them. I say my family. And I guess the third would be, gosh, this is hard. I didn't remember that question. I'll go back to gin and tonics.
Yeah. What is one regret that you have?
I regret that I never learned how to play a musical instrument.
If you were not a priest, what would you be?
Well, as I said before, I might have been a lawyer. I might have been a college professor. The older I get, I might have been a shrink.
And finally, how do you think this interview went?
I think it went well, but that's for you to decide.
You're right. Well, thank you again, Father Shanley. You're the best. Thank you for doing this.
My pleasure.
See you soon.
Okay.